welcome back to V.I.P, where I'm in the company of one of the world's great rock and roll guitarists and singer-songwriters, Richie Sambora of Bon Jovi fame. His second solo album is called Undiscovered Soul, and it's out now. More chat in a moment, but first, another song from the album called In It for Love.
Life is a road, forever winding where it leads us, I don't know. In it together, for better or worse, searching for our pot of gold. Time leaves a trail of broken hearts, so many arrows just keep missing their mark. Baby, that ain't us. Nothing else matters when you're in it for love. Together we can only go higher, can reach any rainbow you're dreaming of. Nothing else matters at all when you're in it for love, baby. Yeah. We're sharing the laughter, sharing the tears and the promises we keep. Life can be crazy, love can be cruel, but it's always been a two-way street. And time is all you have to give. So many people don't know how to forgive, but baby, that ain't us. Nothing else matters when you're in it for love. Together we can only go higher, can reach any rainbow you're dreaming of. Nothing else matters at all when you're in it for love, baby. When you're in it for love, baby. When you're in it for love, when you're in it for love, when you're in it for love, in it for love.
Richie, come and join me again.
Oh, I love it.
I feel rude to interrupt you, when you're playing. So
Oh, that's all right.
great guitar.
Yeah.
It's wonderful that, it's very raw when you're just one man, his voice and his guitar.
That's right.
It's kind of different.
Where men are men and sheep are nervous.
I hope not. Not in this case, anyway.
That's true, it is.
On the album, obviously there's a band with you. I'm wondering if you're going to take this album on the road.
Absolutely. Right now we're booking dates. I'm not just exactly sure which route we're going to take around the world, but it's going to start in Japan and the Pacific Rim, of course, and Australia, and then hopefully be here in Europe sometime around late May or June.
I mean, being on the road is something which is sort of synonymous with Bon Jovi. I think it's something like 16 months you did on the road.
We've done 2 tours of about 16 and a half months apiece, which damn near killed us, actually. So. But we did a lot of headway. I think that's part of our longevity also.
Yeah, I wonder whether that song, which this is a great title, In It for Love, and I know there's a big new love in your life.
Yes.
And I've got a picture here to show what it is.
Yes, my lovely little girl.
Show this one. It's so beautiful.
There I am, ladies and
Now
gentlemen.
that's Ava and you.
Ava, yes, my new love.
Looking very proud as a dad. That's going to change your life a bit. Is it going to take you off the road a bit?
Absolutely. I don't think we're going to go on the road. I don't think anybody would, in their right mind, would want to be on the road for 16 and a half months anymore. After all this time, we really know how to tour. We take, our families with us and respective girlfriends. And
what changed? What moment? I mean, I know you were there when she was born. Did that kind of strike you as a moment that would change your life? Something you might write
absolutely.
about
I mean, every day you wake up and you look into the eyes of a miracle. I mean, this is, without a doubt, it's a miracle on earth. That's really what it is.
There isn't a day goes by when you're not working.
That's right.
Had you had a dream to be a performer, to be a guitarist? Is that what you wanted to do?
I always knew that if I had the chance, that I'd be able to do it well, because I was very passionate about it. Even as a youngster, I was very, very passionate about it. So there was never any doubt in my mind and a confidence level that I would be able to do it.
I've read somewhere that you sometimes feel guilty about that success.
Well, sometimes, I mean, there's so many people out there that don't have the privilege of even getting a chance to open the door to success, in any walk of life, actually.
we've been lucky enough to get out there in a time where the music business was a little bit more open, and you're able to go out there and just get in people's faces for 2 years. We toured endlessly for such a long time. So
I wonder whether that childhood that you experienced when hard work was, part of the way you were brought up, whether that was one of the reasons why you didn't just sit back on your laurels and enjoy the champagne rides and the boats and the yachts and things you might have done.
Well, I think I do that anyway, but but my parents always taught me, I think, that it's important to work hard, but it's also important to play hard. That's really important. When you do have fun, you got to go out and have fun. But you also have to make a living, and I think that, I know I still don't forget that. I mean,
Is there anything from your childhood that you think you want your daughter to learn that you're intent on teaching her?
Geez, just to be vulnerable, I think, and smart, and to keep your eyes open, because there's a lesson every second that goes by. It's just that there's so many lessons that are going by you that if you're closed-minded about it, to be open-minded and open-hearted about life, because if you keep a peripheral vision, you'll be able to see a lot. And there's so many people that it's like they're blinded.
It's true, but also you've chosen an industry which a lot of people who are in it say it's extremely hard to kind of keep your head above water. Has that been your experience, or has the fact that you were in such a big band, I think it was described as the biggest band in the world, Bon Jovi, is that really...
For a few years we were, I imagine. But there was a lot of lean years before that, that's for sure. I mean, I just always kept afloat. I did everything from working acoustic bars and doing coffee houses to, make ends meet, to playing weddings on Saturday mornings. I played sessions during the day in New York City, and I had a club band at night, and then I had original bands, and I just kept on working.
How did you meet John? Was that a coincidence? Or?
I was actually, I came in from the coast, and my bass player at the time, which was...
And I have a vision of you walking up the beach. I came in from the coast.
I came in from the coast, ladies and gentlemen, and there he was, like a nightingale on the beach. No. I went to see a friend of mine play with him in a band, and I just thought there was a missing piece there. I just thought I could really help the situation out, and consequentially...
So it kind of clicked just like that.
Yeah, about 6 months later, we had a record deal and we were off. So.
Amazing. Stylistically, I think, a lot of people who haven't heard this record will be asking, have you stayed in the same vein? Obviously, you were writing with Bon Jovi. Is this the same kind of mood that we can expect from you?
No, I think that, I have a different background that I actually portray within the band confines, stylistically.
Which is?
Myself, it's more rhythm and blues orientated. I'm much more of a Motown enthusiast, and, like blues guys, and this record's pretty well rounded. There's rock and roll on it. I don't want people to think also that this is just an acoustic record, because I'm kind of playing the acoustic stuff.
It's just that you haven't got the band here today.
Yes, I'm by myself.
And also because I like all the acoustic ones.
Oh, thank you. But the record has rock and roll, it has rhythm and blues, it has some ballads, and it has some social stuff too. So it's one of the best well-rounded records I've ever made. And plus just the talent, the musicians and the production, and it's a good one. It's a good one.
Richie, I wanted to ask you briefly, if there's a dream still to be realized, what is it? Is it going back with Bon Jovi and having the same kind of success? What is it for you?
I think it's just continuing to evolve as a musician and probably produce other bands. And, I have an independent record company that I run out of New York to try to help new acts get into the business. And just to keep going with that, and, be a good husband and be a good father, and, enjoy life.
And you're married to one of the most beautiful women in the world, Heather Locklear.
Thank you, thank you.
Was that love at first life? First sight, rather?
Yes, it was, actually, yeah. I think, I mean, I knew that it was a very different experience for me when I met Heather. So.
How did you meet? There's another one.
It was actually just an ex-girlfriend actually introduced us, so I got a good endorsement from an ex-girlfriend.
She did you a big favor?
She did me solid. Yeah, I owe her big.
Can she cope with the rock and roll lifestyle as well? Is she?
My wife and I, it's interesting. I mean, we look at it as a privilege. We support each other's careers because, I mean, there's so many actresses and actors that are out of work. There's so many musicians that are out of work. Both of us don't take our just the fact that we're working for granted, no less being successful as we are. So we're and you never know when that's going to stop. You never know if that could just, at one point, just, cease to exist anymore. So.
You've seen John go into the movie business. Would Heather back you if you said, I want to be a movie star as well?
I think I'll leave the acting to her. I'm not inclined. I get asked all the time to act and all this other stuff. I think maybe if somebody asked me to be in the Stevie Ray Vaughan story, I'd have to do that. You know what I mean? Honest to God, I mean, a friend of mine who is a movie maker and the president of a record company called October Films now. I asked him, I said, you should do a story on him. And he went, I think he bought the rights to his autobiography, so I think it might come up. And at that case, maybe I'll be Stevie or play somebody in the movie. But besides that, forget it.
I think it'd be a great idea. I'd love to see it on the big screen. But in the meantime, I'm just going to wish you good luck with everything, but particularly with this album, Undiscovered Soul. It was a great discovery for me, and I look forward to seeing you on tour.
Thank you very much.
Take it away. You're going to sing a new song.
It's called
Or
Harlem
a different
Rain.
song, Harlem Rain. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Sadly, that's all we've got time on VIP today, but I'll be back again tomorrow. And until then, here's Richie Sambora to play us out.
The old man down the corner is drowning in his pain. I could see the sorrow in his eyes. His tears, they leave a stain. In the streets left him broken, he's in the final phase. He's vanishing, vanishing in the Harlem rain. Harlem rain coming down. Another shattered soul in the lost and found. One more night on the streets of pain, getting washed away in the Harlem rain. On Desperation Avenue, the devil takes his toll, where the pushers and the poverty slowly claim your soul.